Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to the close of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I am Pemberton. This is part 3. The long night is over and the charm is lifted, and the lovers wake in the dawnward rightly paired at last, half believing the night was a dream. Bottom wakes too, his own head restored, marvelling at a most rare vision he cannot quite recall. And then it is back to Athens for a great triple wedding, and for the entertainment Shakespeare clearly enjoyed writing more than any other, the earnest, hopeless workmen performing their tragedy of Pyramus and Thisbe, complete with a man playing a wall and another playing moonshine, while the court gently mocks them. It is a comedy about plays, inside the play, by the greatest maker of plays who ever lived. And at the very end the fairies bless the house, and Puck steps forward to ask our pardon. Let us finish it.
Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, and Hermia are still asleep. Titania enters with Bottom. Peace Blossom, Cobweb Moth, Mustard Seed, and other fairies attend them. Oberon stands behind them unseen. Come, sit down on this flowered bed while I stroke your charming cheeks, tuck musk roses into your smooth, sleek head, and kiss your fine large ears, my gentle joy. Where is Peace Blossom? Ready. Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where is Monsieur Cobweb? Ready. Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur, take your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped bumblebee on the top of a thistle, and good monsieur, bring me its honey bag. Do not strain yourself too much in the action, monsieur, and take care the honey bag does not burst. I would hate to see you flooded with a honey bag, sir. Where is Monsieur Mustard Seed? Ready. Give me your fist, Monsieur Mustard Seed. Please, no bowing, good monsieur. What do you wish? Nothing, good monsieur, except to help Cavalry Cobweb scratch. I must go to the barber, monsieur, because I think I am wonderfully hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass that if my hair so much as tickles me, I must scratch. Would you like to hear some music, my sweet love? I have a reasonably good ear for music. Let us have the tongs and the bones. Or say, sweet love, what you would like to eat. Truly a peck of feed. I could munch some good dry oats. I think I have a great longing for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, has no equal. I have a bold fairy who shall search the squirrel's store and bring you fresh nuts. I would rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But please let none of your people disturb me. A great desire for sleep has come over me. Sleep, and I will wrap you in my arms. Fairies go and scatter everywhere. So the woodbine gently twines around the sweet honeysuckle, so the female ivy circles the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love you! How I adore you! They sleep. Oberon comes forward. Puck enters. Welcome, good Robin. Do you see the sweet sight? I am beginning now to pity her foolish infatuation. I met her recently behind the wood searching for sweet gifts for this hateful fool, and I scolded her and quarreled with her. She had crowned his hairy temples with a coronet of fresh, fragrant flowers, and the same dew that once swelled on buds like round eastern pearls now stood in the little flower's eyes like tears mourning their own disgrace. When I had mocked her as much as I pleased, and she gently begged for my patience, I asked her for her changeling child. She gave him to me at once and sent her fairy to carry him to my bower in fairyland. And now that I have the boy, I will undo this hateful flaw in her eyes. Gentle Puck, take this transformed head from this Athenian fellow, so that when he wakes with the others, they may all return to Athens and think of tonight's events only as the fierce trouble of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Oberon touches Titania's eyes with an herb. Be as you used to be, see as you used to see. Diane's bud over Cupid's flower has such strength and blessed power. Now my Titania, wake, my sweet queen. My Oberon, what visions I have seen! I thought I was in love with an ass. There lies your love. How did these things happen? Oh, how my eyes hate his face now. Be silent a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, call for music, and let it strike the senses of all these five more deeply than ordinary sleep. Music there, music, the kind that charms people into sleep. Now when you wake, look out through your own foolish eyes. Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and let us rock the ground where these sleepers lie. Now you and I are friends again, and tomorrow at midnight we will solemnly dance in Duke Theseus's house in triumph, and bless it with every fair prosperity. There the faithful pairs of lovers shall be married with Theseus, all in joy. Fairy king, listen and take note. I hear the morning lark. Then, my queen, in solemn silence, let us follow the shadow of night. We can circle the globe quickly, swifter than the wandering moon. Come, my lord, and as we fly, tell me how it happened tonight that I was found sleeping here on the ground with these mortals. They leave. Horns sound off stage. Theseus, Hippolyta, Aegeus, and their train enter. One of you go find the forester. Now that our observance is finished, and since we have the first part of the day before us, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Unleash them in the western valley. Let them go. Hurry, I say, and find the forester. An attendant exits. Fair queen, we will go up to the mountain top and listen to the musical confusion of hounds and echo joined together. I was once with Hercules and Cadmus, when they hunted a bear in a wood of Crete with Spartan hounds. I never heard such splendid baying. Besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every nearby region seemed to join in one shared cry. I never heard discord so musical, or thunder so sweet. My hounds are bred from the Spartan kind, with hanging jowls and sandy coats. Their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. They are crooked-kneed and loose, throated like Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in voice like bells, each under the other. A more tuneful cry was never cheered on or called to with a horn in Crete, in Sparta, or in Thessaly. Judge when you hear them. But wait, what nymphs are these? My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this is Lysander. This is Demetrius. This is Helena, old Nidar's Helena. I wonder how they all come to be here together. No doubt they rose early to observe the rite of May, and hearing of our plan, came here to honor our ceremony. But speak, Egeus, is this not the day when Hermia must give her answer about her choice? It is, my lord. Go, tell the huntsmen to wake them with their horns. Horns sound, and there is a shout offstage. Demetrius, Lysander, Hermia, and Helena wake and start up. Good morning, friends. St. Valentine is past. Are these wood birds only now beginning to pair off? Pardon me, my lord. Lysander and the rest kneel to Theseus. Please all of you stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How has this gentle harmony come into the world, that hatred has moved so far from jealousy, that it sleeps beside hatred and fears no enmity? My lord, I must answer in confusion, half asleep and half awake, but as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for I would speak truly, and now I remember it, yes, so it is, I came here with Hermia. Our purpose was to leave Athens, where we might be beyond the danger of Athenian law. Enough, my lord, you have enough. I demand the law upon his head. They meant to steal away Demetrius, and by doing so to cheat both you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent, the consent that she should be your wife. My lord, fair Helen told me of their secret flight, of their plan to come here to this wood, and I followed them here in fury, while fair Helena followed me out of love. But my good lord, I do not know by what power, though it was some power, my love for Hermia has melted like snow. It seems to me now like the memory of a foolish trinket I doted on in childhood. All the faith and virtue of my heart, the object and delight of my eyes, is only Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed before I ever saw Hermia. But like a sick man I turned from that food. Now, as if restored to health, and to my natural taste, I desire it, love it, long for it, and will be true to it forever. Fair lovers, you have met happily. We will hear more of this story soon. Egeus, I will overrule your will, for in the temple, presently, with us these couples shall be joined forever. And since the morning is now somewhat spent, we will set aside our planned hunting. Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3, we will hold the feast in great ceremony. Come, Hippolyta. Theseus, Hippolyta, Egeus, and the train leave. These things seem small and indistinct, like far-off mountains changed into clouds. I think I see these things with divided eyes, as when everything seems double. So do I. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine and yet not mine. Are you sure we are awake? It seems to me that we still sleep and dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and told us to follow him? Yes, and my father. And Hippolyta. And he told us to follow him to the temple. Then we are awake. Let us follow him, and on the way we will tell each other our dreams. They leave. When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next line is, most fair Pyramus. Ha-ho! Heater Quince. Flute the bellows, mender. Snout the tinker. Starveling. Lord bless my life. They have stolen away from here and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream beyond the wit of man to say what dream it was. A man is only an ass if he tries to explain this dream. I thought I was, there is no man who can tell what. I thought I was, and I thought I had, but a man is only a patched fool if he offers to say what I thought I had. The eye of man has not heard, the ear of man has not seen, man's hand cannot taste, his tongue cannot conceive, nor his heart report, what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad about this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it has no bottom, and I will sing it at the end of a play before the Duke. Perhaps to make it more gracious, I shall sing it at her death. Bottom exits. Quince, flute, snout, and starveling enter a room in Quince's house in Athens. Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet? No one can find him. Without a doubt, he has been carried off somehow. If he does not come, then the play is ruined. It cannot go on, can it? That is impossible. There is not a man in all Athens who can play Pyramus except him. No, he truly has the best wit of any craftsman in Athens. Yes, and the finest presence too, and he is a perfect paramour for a sweet voice. You should say paragon. Paramour, God save us, is a wicked sort of thing. Snug enters. Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and 2 or 3 more lords and ladies have been married. If our entertainment had gone ahead, we would all have been made men. Oh dear brave Bottom. He has lost 6pence a day for the rest of his life. He could not have missed getting 6pence a day. If the Duke would not have given him 6pence a day for playing Pyramus, I will be hanged. He would have deserved it, 6pence a day for Pyramus or nothing. Bottom enters. Where are these lads? Where are these stout hearts? Bottom. O most courageous day. O most happy hour. Masters, I have wonders to tell, But do not ask me what they are, because if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything exactly as it happened. Let us hear it, sweet bottom. Not a word about me. All I will tell you is this: the Duke has dined. Gather your costumes, fasten good strings to your beards, put new ribbons on your shoes, and meet at once at the palace. Every man look over his part. In short, our play has been chosen. Above all, let Thisbe have clean linen, and do not let the man who plays the lion trim his nails, because they must hang out as the lion's claws. And my dearest actors, eat no onions or garlic, for we must speak with sweet breath, and I do not doubt we shall hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away! Go away! They all leave. Theseus enters with Hippolyta, Philostrate, lords, and attendants. It is strange, my Theseus, what these lovers tell us. More strange than true. I can never believe these old tales or these fairy games. Lovers and madmen have such fevered brains, such shaping imaginations, that they grasp more than cool reason ever understands. The madman, the lover, and the poet are all made of imagination. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, just as frantic, sees Helen's beauty in an Egyptian face. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy, flashes from heaven to earth and from earth to heaven, and as imagination gives bodies to things unknown, the poet's pen turns them into shapes, and gives airy nothing a local home and a name. Strong imagination plays such tricks that if it merely imagines some joy, it also imagines someone who brings that joy. Or in the night, if it imagines some fear, how easily a bush becomes a bear. But when the whole story of the night is told, and all their minds were changed together in the same way, it proves more than fancy's images, and grows into something solid and consistent. In any case, it is strange and wonderful. The lovers enter. Lysander, Demetrius, Hermia, and Helena. Here come the lovers, full of joy and merriment. Joy, gentle friends, may joy and fresh days of love go with your hearts. May more joy than comes to us attend your royal walks, your table, and your bed. Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long old age of 3 hours between supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of merriment? What entertainments are ready? Is there no play to ease the pain of a tormenting hour? Call Philostrate. Here, mighty Theseus, tell me, what short entertainment do you have for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we cheat the lazy time if not with some delight? Here is a list of the entertainments that are ready. Let your highness choose which you will see first. Philostrate gives him a paper. The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We will have none of that. I have already told my love that story, to the glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the drunken bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was performed when I last came from Thebes as a conqueror. The thrice 3 muses mourning for the death of learning, lately dead in poverty. That is some sharp and critical satire, not suited to a wedding ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragic? Tedious and brief? That is hot ice, and wonderfully strange snow. How shall we find harmony in this discord? There is a play, my lord, about 10 words long, as brief as any play I know, but by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. In the whole play there is not one fitting word, nor one player properly cast. And it is tragic, my noble lord, because Pyramus kills himself in it. When I saw it rehearsed, I confess it made my eyes water, but never did the passion of loud laughter shed merrier tears. Who are the people performing it? Hard-handed working men here in Athens, who never labored with their minds until now, and now they have strained our untrained memories over this play for your wedding. Then we will hear it. No, my noble lord, it is not fit for you. I have heard it through, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find amusement in their intentions stretched to the limit and learned with painful effort, all to serve you. I will hear that play, for nothing can be wrong when simplicity and duty offer it. Oh, bring them in, and ladies, take your places. Philostrate exits. I do not like to see poor effort overburdened, and duty dying in its attempt to serve. Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing. He says they can do nothing of this kind. Then we are kinder to thank them for nothing. Our sport will be to accept what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot accomplish, noble respect receives according to its effort, not its merit. Wherever I have gone, great scholars have planned formal welcomes for me. I have seen them tremble and turn pale, stop in the middle of sentences, choke their practiced accents with fear, and finally break off in silence, failing to welcome me at all. Trust me, sweet, from that silence I still gathered a welcome, and in the modesty of fearful duty I read as much as from the rattling tongue of bold and arrogant eloquence. Therefore love, and tongue, tied simplicity, say most to my understanding when they say least. Philostrate enters. If it please your grace, the prologue is ready. Let him come forward. Trumpets flourish. Prologue enters. If we offend, we do it with good will. You should think we do not come to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then that we come only in despite. We do not come intending to content you, that is our true intent. We are not here entirely for your delight. So that you may repent being here, the actors are ready, and by their show you shall know all that you are likely to know. This fellow does not pay attention to punctuation. He has ridden his prologue like a rough colt. He does not know where to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak correctly. Indeed, he has played on this prologue like a child on a recorder. There is sound, but no control. His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing broken, but everything out of order. Who comes next? Pyramus, Thisbe, Wall, Moonshine, and Lion enter in a silent show. Gentles, perhaps you wonder at this show, but keep wondering until truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you wish to know. This beautiful lady is certainly Thisbe. This man, with lime and plaster, represents Wall, that vile wall which separated these lovers, and through Wall's crack, poor souls, they are content to whisper at which no one should wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, and thornbush, represents Moonshine, for if you will know, by moonlight these lovers did not scorn to meet at Ninnis' tomb there to woo. This grisly beast, called Lion by name, scared away, or rather frightened, faithful Thisbe when she came first by night, and as she fled, she dropped her mantle, which vile Lion stained with his bloody mouth. Soon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his faithful Thisbe's mantle slain, at which with bloody blameful blade, he bravely pierces his boiling bloody breast. Thisbe, waiting in the mulberry shade, drew his dagger and died. For all the rest, let Lion, Moonshine, Wall, and the two lovers speak at length while they remain here. The prologue, Pyramus, Thisbe, Lion, and Moonshine exit. I wonder whether the lion is going to speak. No wonder, my lord. One lion may speak when so many asses do. In the saint interlude it happens that I, one snout by name, represent a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think had in it a cracked hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, often whispered very secretly. This clay, this plaster, and this stone show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this is the crack on right and left, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper. Could anyone ask Lime and Hair to speak better? It is the wittiest partition I ever heard speak, my lord. Pyramus is coming near the wall. Silence. Pyramus enters. O grim, looking night. O night so black in color. O night, which always comes when day is gone. O night, alas, 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 I fear my Thisbe has forgotten her promise. And you, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's land and mine, you all, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me your crack, so I may peep through with my eyes. Wall holds up his fingers. Thanks, courteous Wall. May Jove protect you well for this. But what do I see? I see no Thisbe. O wicked Wall, through whom I see no happiness, cursed be your stones for deceiving me like this. Since the Wall seems sensible, I think it should curse back. No, truly, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is this cue. She is supposed to enter now, and I am to look for her through the wall. You will see that it will happen exactly as I told you. There she comes. Thisbe enters. O Wall, how often you have heard my moans, because you separate my fair Pyramus from me. My cherry lips have often kissed your stones, those stones joined together with lime and hair. I see a voice. Now I will go to the crack, to see whether I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe, you are my love, I think. Think what you like. I am your lover's grace, and like Limander I am faithful still. And I am like Helen, until the fates kill me. Not Shaphalus to Procrus was so true. As Shaphalus was to Procrus, I am to you. Oh, kiss me through the hole of this wretched wall. I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all. Will you meet me at Ninnis' tomb right away? Come life or come death, I will come without delay. So I, Wall, have finished my part, and now that I am done, Wall goes away. Wall, Pyramus, and Thisbe exit. Now the wall is down between the two neighbors. There is no help for it, my lord, when walls are so willful that they hear without warning. This is the silliest thing I ever heard. The best plays of this kind are only shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination improves them. Then it must be your imagination, not theirs. If we imagine no worse of them than they imagine of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion. Lion and Moonshine enter. You ladies, whose gentle hearts are frightened by the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps across the floor, may now perhaps both quake and tremble when a rough lion roars in wildest rage. But know that I am one Snug the Joiner, not a fierce lion, nor even a lion's dam, for if I came into this place as a real lion in anger, my life would deserve pity. A very gentle beast, and one with a good conscience. The best man at being a beast, my lord, that I ever saw. This lion is a perfect fox for courage. True, and a goose for judgment. Not so, my lord, for his courage cannot carry his judgment, and the fox carries the goose. I am sure his judgment cannot carry his courage, for the goose does not carry the fox. It is well, leave it to his judgment, and let us listen to the moon. This lantern represents the horned moon. He should have worn the horns on his head. He is no crescent moon, and his horns are invisible inside the circle. This lantern represents the horned moon. I myself seem to be the man in the moon. This is the greatest mistake of all. The man should be inside the lantern. Otherwise, how is he the man in the moon? He dares not go in there because of the candle. You see, it is already burning down to the snuff. I am tired of this moon. I wish he would change. By his small light of judgment he seems to be waning. Still, out of courtesy and reason, we must wait out his time. Go on, moon. All I have to say is this. The lantern is the moon, I am the man in the moon. This thorn bush is my thorn bush, and this dog is my dog. Why, all those should be in the lantern, since all those are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe. Thisbe enters. This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love? Oh. The lion roars and Thisbe runs off. Well roared, lion. Well run, Thisbe. Well shone, moon. Truly the moon shines very gracefully. The lion tears Thisbe's mantle and exits. Well moused, lion. And then came Pyramus. And so the lion vanished. Pyramus enters. Sweet moon, I thank you for your sunny beams. I thank you, moon, for shining now so bright. By your gracious golden glittering gleams, I hope to see true Thisbe. But wait! O bitter spite! Look, poor knight, what dreadful sorrow lies here. Eyes, do you see? How can this be? O dainty duck! Oh dear! Your good mantle, what's stained with blood? Come near, fierce furies! O fates, come, come! Cut thread and strand, crush, rush, finish, and destroy! This passion and the death of a dear friend would almost make a man look sad. Upon my heart I pity the man. O nature, why did you make lions, since a vile lion has defiled my dear? She is no, she was the fairest lady who ever lived, who ever loved, who ever liked, who ever looked with cheer. Come, tears, overwhelm me. Out, sword, and wound the breast of Pyramus, yes, the left breast, where the heart does leap. Thus I die, thus. Now I am dead, now I am gone, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose your light. Moon, take your flight. Now die. Pyramus dies. Moonshine exits. No die, only an ace for him, for he is only one. Less than an ace man, since he is dead he is nothing. With a surgeon's help he might yet recover, and prove to be an ass. How is it that Moonshine has gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover? She will find him by starlight. Thisbe enters. Here she comes, and her grief ends the play. I think she should not use a long speech for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief. A speck of dust would tip the balance as to which is better, Pyramus or Thisbe. He is a man, God protect us. She is a woman, God bless us. She has already spotted him with those sweet eyes. And this is what she means, namely. Asleep, my love? What dead, my dove? O Pyramus, rise. Speak. Completely silent. Dead? A tomb must cover your sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers mourn, his eyes were green as leeks. O three sisters, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Stain them with blood, since with your shears you have cut his thread of silk. Come, not a word. Come, faithful sword, come, blade, bathe my breast in blood. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Farewell. Thisbe dies. Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead. Yes, and wall too. No, I assure you, the wall that separated their fathers is down. Would it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a bergamasque dance between two of our company? No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no apology. Never apologize. When all the players are dead, no one needs to be blamed. Indeed, if the man who wrote it had played Pyramus and hanged himself with Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy, and so it is, truly, and very notably performed. I'm your bergamasque. Leave the epilogue alone. Clowns perform a dance. The iron tongue of midnight has struck 12. Lovers, to bed. It is almost fairy time. I fear we shall oversleep the coming morning as much as we have stayed up too long tonight. This plainly clumsy play has nicely cheated the heavy passage of night. Sweet friends, to bed. For a fortnight we will keep this celebration with nightly revels and fresh merriment. All exit. Puck enters. Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf howls at the moon, while the weary ploughman snores, worn out by his heavy work. Now the burn out logs glow, while the screech owl, crying loudly, reminds the sorrowful wretch who lies awake of a burial shroud. Now it is the time of night when the graves, all gaping wide, each let out its spirit to glide along the churchyard paths. And we fairies, who run from the presence of the sun by triple Hecate's team, following darkness like a dream, are now merry. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I have been sent ahead with a broom to sweep the dust behind the door. Oberon and Titania enter with their train. Send glimmering light through the house by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy spirit hop as lightly as a bird from a briar, and after me sing this song, and dance it with nimble steps. First rehearse your song for memory, giving each word a lilting note. Then hand in hand, with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place. They sing and dance. Now until daybreak, let every fairy wander through this house. We will go to the finest bridal bed, and by us it shall be blessed. The children conceived there shall always be fortunate. So all three couples shall always be faithful in love. The blemishes that nature's hand can make shall not appear in their children. No mole, hair leap, scar, or strange mark that people scorn at birth shall be upon them. With this sacred dew from the fields, Let every fairy go on his way, and bless each separate chamber throughout this palace with sweet peace. May its owner be blessed, and may this house always rest in safety. Trip away. Do not delay. All of you meet me by daybreak. Oberon, Titania, and their train depart. If we shadows have offended you, think only this, and all is mended, that you merely slept here while these visions appeared. And this poor, idle little story has offered nothing more than a dream. Good people, do not condemn us. If you pardon us, we will improve. And since I am an honest Puck, if we have had undeserved good luck and escaped the serpent's hiss, we will make amends before long. If not, call Puck a liar. So, good night to you all. Give me your hands if we are friends, and Robin shall make amends. Puck exits.
And their Midsummer Night's Dream ends with 3 happy marriages, a blessing on the house, and Puck's gentle suggestion that if the whole thing has displeased us, we should think we have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. It is Shakespeare at his most generous, a play that asks nothing of us but that we give ourselves up to moonlight and laughter for a couple of hours. Thank you for sitting with the whole of the dream. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.